four different, well, technically three different stories for now. We have three different stories, and I'm not going to say that they're all the same because that's a terrible selling point. Though the main character Kang and Ruba, they have a bloodline. So, and there's a timeline, right? You know, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe
Yeah.
timeline. Like Captain America is in like the 50s, and Black Widow is here, and da da da, and it's happening. It's
Yeah. I lay on the scare, you gotta glow. You gotta glow. She had my attention, she gotta know.
I'd like to welcome everyone to another episode of the Let's Gather podcast. I'm your host Zeke. In this episode, I have Stranded Comics to speak about the comic industry. Get full information about them by clicking the link in the description below. I'd like to give a content warning for any strong language used in this episode, and hope you have a nice day and enjoy the show.
Let's do it.
Hey, so welcome back, truly.
That is an awesome nickname. Thank you. I'll shout you out when I use that name. The Let's Gather podcast. Williams, he called me truly. Yeah, I've been using it ever since. Yeah. Just wow. Thank you. Thank you. We made it. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. I don't know. It's always a new year.
Yeah.
It's the last time we see each other. So,
speaking of that, a lot has happened. A lot has happened. We've been speaking with Tyler Martin at Godhood Comics, and I'm not sure what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say, but it's a lot of positive things coming. A lot of positives coming from over there. We released 3 books on Webtoons. The 4th book, The Henchman, is coming soon. It's about an undercover cop who is in the supervillain Italian mafia called the Elite, and his goal is to find out how they plan on taking over the city. So it's The Boys meets Scarface.
Nice.
Imagine Scarface if he was an undercover cop.
If he didn't be himself, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. Good things are happening. You don't say too much. I try to get you in trouble, but
it's I actually do care. It's that I'm starting to learn that this is a business, which is very annoying. This is an art business. Like, sure, obviously there's art involved, but this is a business. So we'll be drawing something, and it'll be an amazing idea. But will this idea make us money right now? Or this idea will cost us too much money, and we have to be very strict about our budget. Like this month, we're supposed to spend $1,200, and that's it. We spent 4,000, so we really have to. And if you can spend 4,000 and make, I'm bad with numbers, let's say 20,000, then congratulations. Though practically speaking, we definitely want to be strict with the budget, and whatever money that's left over is in marketing and blah blah blah. And I remember last year I said fuck the industry because I thought that it wasn't fair, and some of the players are not fair, but the game itself is fair. I'll say that because they've blatantly stolen my designs, and I've called them out on it, and I've warned our circle about it, and they've turned the other cheek, and that's when I realized, like, oh, this is a ballroom dance. You can't bring an AK-47 to a ballroom dance. You have to wear your suit. You have to wear your Victorian mask. You have to wear your velvet gloves. If this allegory makes sense, like it's a game. It's a game, and um, you can't come in with a machete and a ski mask and say, "Ah, they stole from me." No, you have to be.
What about
I
tactics?
Yeah, and that's fucking annoying. Just give me my money. Just give me my money. Um, yeah. But then again, there's good people like Concrete Comics and Saturday AM, Saturday PM. There's good people like Godhood Comics. Um, yeah. Um, um, I hate to be discouraging when I say that. So for the people coming into this game, be around good people
Hmm.
because making money is not that serious. I get it. We want to make money, but we also want to be happy. We
Yeah.
want to have friends. We want to have family. You know, we don't want to have guilt. We don't want to have shame. Um, Happiness is more important than money because, in my opinion, money is attracted by a good aura. Like your aura has to be, it must be good because what's the point of getting all these awards if you're not fulfilled?
Yeah.
Like, I want to be rich and happy.
Hmm.
Well, I need to be rich. I need to have enough money to quit my job as a security guard in a hospital. Though the goal is to um, as I keep saying over and over, happiness comes first. Money is just a bonus.
Yeah. I definitely on the same wavelength. That's what I'm trying to figure out with my life right now. Just like, what can I do to make me happy and make money? Like, I want to have like being rich is great, but if I can just be happy and survive, like not barely surviving, but like surviving, then I'm also that's also you only got one life, so make the best of it.
Mm. Yeah, and we're ridiculously young.
Yeah.
I'm 25 years old. Well, 24, turning 25, and yeah, we're ridiculously ridiculously young. So
I'll be 26 this year.
nice, nice. I met someone at my job who's 26, and I'm like, you have no idea how young you are. Like, relax, calm your ass down. Um, some some of my regrets so far has been not resting. Like some of my best ideas come from rest, actually. Just like, you know what? Let me stop writing and let me just go to the club or let me walk outside for 30 minutes. Even though I live in the hood, I live in the trenches, but the gangsters love me. Um, they give me free weed all the time. Um, I don't know if I can say that on here. Um, but anyways, yeah, I think just getting good sunlight and just breathing, like count like I love counting how many wins I had this week.
Yeah. Don't don't move past the what you call it, the small W's.
Yeah,
That
like
wasn't but
waking up.
yeah. Like I'm still here. Oh great.
Oh shit. Yeah, my brain still works. Nice. Okay, I have these hands, these legs, these toes, this forehead. Like we out here.
I was
So,
watching
hmm?
sorry, I was watching a Belize clip and he was talking about how he had a billboard in New York. They say he wanted to work harder, and then his friend was like, calm down, just be happy.
Yes. Like you sometimes we have like I agree with you, man. Sometimes we just have that horse vision.
Yeah.
Like you know how a horse has that mask and all they see is just what's in front of them, but we don't see just what we've done already. And um I've been practicing patting myself on the back, not being arrogant. I do have a problem with arrogance, though. Definitely practicing gratitude and cutting myself some slack. Like there are some entrepreneurs that wake up five. I gotta wake up 5 in the morning. It's like, bro, when was the last time you had like you went to the park and just listened to birds? Like, or well, you don't have to do that. That's my personality. But when was the last time you went to the park and like just breathed and just listened to certain sounds and, and be like, wow, like planet Earth is beautiful and people can be beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that.
Just
So
taking the scenery, just take the minute and be like, this is nice. This
yeah.
not like meditation, but just similar to that. Just when you just input your present.
Like that degree you have up there is nice. What degree
But
is that?
that's my mom's. Mine's is over there, but that's my mom's.
Oh wow.
She got
Oh,
her associates in 2014.
nice. My mom is getting her associates in social work. Yeah. Shout out to her. Yeah.
Yeah, my brother and I trying to help her, and I was like, man, I'm in high school right now.
What does she ask for help with?
Like the science and the math.
Oh, you're good at that.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. What is math and science for, in your opinion?
Math and science. Well, when I was in school, I just kind of that was like the subject I was good at, so that's what I thought about. But like right now, it's more of like what I say is like quantifying what we see, because math is just pretty much just something. It's like this is science like the fact like we can see what's going around us and we can ask questions. So it's more like the hard truth, not like the total truth, but like this is unequivocally like we know what's going on.
So, hmm.
Because it's
See something for what it is and prove that that is what it is.
yeah, it's not like that's not only what it can be because there's some because the math like statistics can be skewed to and you can have the same numbers and tell two different stories. So
Hmm. It's very interesting. Now that you mention it, we have um 4 different, well, technically 3 different stories for now. We have 3 different stories, and I'm not going to say that they're all the same because that's a terrible selling point. Though the main character Kang and Ruba, they have a bloodline. So, and there's a timeline, right? You know, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe
yeah,
timeline. Like Captain America is in like the 50s, and Black Widow is here, and da da da, and this is happening. It's every, how do I explain it? Like kind of like my ancestors, your ancestors, they have the same last name. They have a different first name, obviously.
yeah,
They have a different they have the same last name. So it's Kang Itris, and there's Ruba Agudo, and there's Billy Kane. So that's the first book. And the second book, it's like 50 years before that, which explains the world what it is. How does the cyberpunk world exist? And it's Sarah Kane, like it's their great grandmother, it's their great grandfather, and stuff like that. Like I love it, and that was inspired by what is it? American Horror Story. You know how American Horror Story they recycle the same actors?
yeah.
We recycled the same drawings and we just put different types of clothing on them. Like
Mhm.
this is 2023 clothing. This is 1950s clothing. This is the Wild West clothing. It's a bloodline,
Yeah,
and it's technically the same. Obviously, it's a different era and it's a different story, but the allegories and the poetic nuances are the same. Um, I if you're interested, We're on Webtoons. You can find us on Instagram first, and then click the link in our bio. But we can get to that later. But yeah, I want to drop a lot of gems in this episode. A lot of gems.
Of course.
Can I start?
Yeah.
Don't be too hard on yourself. I said that one already. Forgive yourself. I said that one already. Don't take the industry too seriously. Not everybody has to like you. Should I keep saying names, or is that gonna cancel me? I don't know. I hit up a few influencers about sharing my comic book, and that how they feel is their business, and they have every right to feel that way. I was thinking, like, am I a bad person because they're not responding to my DMs, they're not responding to my texts or anything like that? Like, is there something wrong with me or something like this? And it's like, not everyone is meant to like each other. Sure, everyone is meant to respect each other, but not everyone is meant to like each other. And I had to find peace in that, because I was hitting someone up and I said, hey, listen, you don't have to like me, but we don't have to like each other to do business with one another. And I asked for their Cash App, and no, I asked how much does it cost, and they paid a high price. I'm mind reading here. Maybe I'm thinking too far ahead here. Perhaps perhaps they put a high price to see maybe I would walk away, but I said no, I'll pay for it. Like, I'm him. Like, there's nothing you could do. Like, my aura is so pure. There's nothing that you could do that'll offend me.
Yeah.
And I guess that intimidated that person. Obviously, I didn't say that, but I said, yes, I'll pay for it. Like, I'll gladly pay. I thought you would pay higher. And because I'm that nigga. And I guess they got really offended and they just left me on red. But don't be around people who accept you, or be around people who at least tolerate you. Because I'll admit it, I could be hard to deal with. I am a motherfucker, man. I don't fuck around. I'm finally taking this work very seriously. You don't have to like me. You don't have to respect me, but you will respect the business that I do. Um, Maybe there was a gem in there somewhere. Though basically what I'm trying to say is what I said already, but digging a little bit deeper is love what you do, and don't get too offended. Don't get too offended, because some people, and she's my mentor. I absolutely just love what she represents, what she stands for. There are some people that have more money than you and have more influence than you and have more power than you, and yet they're still intimidated by you for some reason. That's their problem. Whatever their insecurity is their insecurity. It has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
It literally has nothing to do with you. Whatever they went through in their life, that's their problem. Your problem is your problem, and their problem is theirs. Now, if you two get along, you two can obviously help each other. They're okay with that. But if someone rejects you, or if someone ignores you, it's obviously find some. Whenever something goes wrong in my life, I think to myself, okay, I'm not a bad person, though I'm not perfect either. So what part did I have to play in this? Did I come off a little bit too strong? Did I come off a little bit too passionate? Maybe I shouldn't be hitting up this person at 5 in the morning. Yeah, look, I wake up, or at least when I was 18, 19, I would wake up really, really, really early in the morning to get 20 steps ahead. And now I'm 50 steps ahead. And I manifested working with Godhood Comics, and I still live in my mom's house. I still have a shitty job as a security guard. So I don't see how people could be jealous of me. I really don't quite understand that. Um, as I said, obviously, when something goes wrong, go back to the drawing board and see what went wrong. My flaw is that I could be a little bit too intense or a little bit
Mhm.
too passionate, and other people are a bit laid back, and they're not, and it doesn't mean that one person's better than the other. It's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons. I'm a wizard, and other people are dwarves, or other people are warriors, or other people are thieves, or warrior mages and stuff. You have to find who your character is in this Dungeons and Dragons game and where you stand on the board, and play accordingly. With that being said, if we're going on with this allegory, find out what stats you have. um I'm not good at math, I'm not good at science, I'm not good at business. I pay someone else to do that. He's my mage,
Yeah.
or he's my dwarf. And I'll also do background checks on everyone on your team.
Hmm.
I may have to fire someone on my team. um I actually fired someone on my team like a week ago. um don't be afraid to be mean when you have to. Be nice when people do their job, be mean when they don't. um What else? What else? Black Sands Entertainment taught me that one. You have to learn when to cut people's head off.
Yeah.
Um, hmm. I have two go. Well, it depends on your personality, but when it comes to like my business and my craft and everything that I want to do in this whole year, I have two goals each month. So I'm actually looking up at this angle because I'm looking at two of my goals right now. One says learn architecture to design video games. The other one says build a portfolio for video games. How
On
the
the on
fuck?
the on the Unreal Engine 5
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Unity. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you, man. Yeah, it's I like to have two goals each month, and I have daily goals as well. So like I'll write a daily goal to support the goal that is for that month.
Yeah.
So I just said like, oh, learn, as you said, Unreal Engine and Unity. So today's goal is study Unreal Engine for 15 minutes or
Hmm.
something. And then 15 minutes and 15 minutes and 15 minutes. Or depending on your personality, there's some people, I don't know how the fuck they do it. They're like, yo, I'm gonna study for 7 hours. And I'm like,
Couldn't be me. I didn't study when I was in school. You gonna study out of school?
yeah,
They
that
ain't
would be
never seen me in the library.
hmm?
They ain't never seen me in the library. When I
What
was
would you do?
when I was in school, they would never see me. They never see me in the library for studying. I was just like, couldn't be me.
Where would you be at?
But like for me, I have a good memory. So if it's something that's like a process, like math, I can remember the steps, and then all I gotta do is just plug in and play. And then with like science, the way I always remember it is that half the time the definition is inside the name of it. So if I just remember the definition of like, if I remember the name, then the definition will just come to me.
How? Well, that's a bit abstract. That is abstract. So you wouldn't study, you would just
Like I just can remember things very well. Like it's just like it just comes natural. Like granted, English is like my worst subject, so that's one thing I work towards. Like English is like languages I'm not really good at, so like vocabulary tests I might have to like study for that. But like other than that, I could just like remember things pretty just
Like just like that. Wow,
yeah,
that's really good. And you said your degree was marketing
yeah,
or communications,
marketing.
interpersonal marketing. Yeah.
Because I switched my major twice in college. Because I came in as accounting, then I tried CIS, computer information systems, but I got a 0 on the midterm for programming. So now I was like, switch to marketing.
He was like, yeah. Yeah, I'm actually learning marketing right now. Do you have any gems for marketing, actually?
No, because I just know like for like practice I don't know because I'm still like learning that, but like I just know like the concepts and like the funnels and all that stuff and like how people make decisions. But like I just need like I don't have any like for like practice. I'm still building up my things with that.
Okay.
Because I got like theory doesn't really work if we don't have practice. And if you don't have like real world examples.
Theory doesn't work if you don't have practice, real world examples. The three words that you said theory, you said running, you said practice. What was it again?
Well, theory doesn't work if you don't have like real world examples or like practice, something like that. Yeah, like
Okay.
you don't have practice because like not like I say I'm a great marketer because I went to degree. I have a degree, but like unless I see what really works, because once the textbook is written, then it's out of date, and then all that other stuff. Because I my minor was illuminated arts, which is graphic design, basically. So like I didn't want to do graphic design major and a minor, so that's why I chose marketing.
You were bad in one thing and you were better at the other thing.
Yeah,
Hmm. Hmm.
that's me. My junior year, just like yep, trying to make a switch.
Make that phone call. You had to talk to her real quick.
Yeah, I was like, hey, before I took the test, I was like, if I do bad in the test, then I'm just gonna change my major. If I do well, then I stay in the major. And then I got a 0, so I was like, hey, time for me to drop this class and change my major.
What classes are there for marketing? Like, do you know how to use Photoshop or something like that? Or
Oh yeah, I know how to do. Oh, I have the Adobe Suite. I know how to use that. I have some HTML experience in CSS, but yeah, CSS. Yeah,
nice, nice. Okay.
because I coded my website for the podcast. I need to change it up. That's why I haven't been updating it recently. But I had the plans. I just need to do it. But like
Mm,
marketing classes I took were like branding, digital marketing for like Google ads. Um, what else? It's been a couple years. Regular marketing.
well, look, you've got the consistency.
Yeah.
Google Ads. How do Google Ads work? Like, how do you make a Google ad?
There's a website. Oh, you just Google ads and then you you can make it like you could you know how like the Google search has like the promoted searches and then the regular searches. So
Mm-hmm.
the regular searches are the ones that if you have a website and it just pop up because of the keywords, that's how that happens. And then the paid is the ones that people make themselves and that they either do pay by per click or pay by transaction. So like every time somebody clicks on it, then you pay, or every time somebody makes a transaction, you pay. Depends on what TPM you want, cost per point, and then you pretty much make your campaign.
Mm. Yeah, I got to see that in action. So click, you pay. Google Ads. You Google the shit.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and then they so it's depending on how you want to do it. It's all about impressions.
What does the word branding mean? What does that mean?
I think it is more of like the either the company or product's image and what people associate with it. Because that encompasses everything. How you have Nike, they have sports. So if you think about Nike, you think about athletic wear, shoe wear, and you think about fitness. And then compared to like Adidas, which is similar, but they have like kind of say more casual, even though do have athletic. Adidas think about more casual like that. NMDs and the Ultra Boost, granted those are running shoes, but they're basically wear casual shoes.
So branding is your look and what people think about when they look at that.
Yeah.
Hmm. So what do people think about when they think about McDonald's?
That
Food?
depends. Depends. I think it really that kind of depends on the person. Because some people is gonna look at it as unhealthy, don't eat. Or some people have childhood memories of like McDonald's before it changed its look, where they had like the ball pits and everything like that. Or like when they was kids, and now they have McDonald's money as an adult, and then they have it as a kid. So I think McDonald's really they changed it because before it was like mainly for kids, and
Yeah.
now it's changed to more of like general branding. Over the time, they changed their menu and their marketing because it's now not really towards kids only, mainly towards like people.
You're teaching me a lot right now. Actually, let's play a game. When people think about uh what's something abstract? When people think about Target, what do they think about?
I think Target is
People think
a
about
lot
because
of time.
what do most people think about? Because everyone's unique.
I think it's what I've seen is a lot of people think of like it's compared to Walmart as upper class, like not like upper class, but like it's high end. Like a lot of people they go in and they buy everything, so it's like it's more of like a what's the word for that when you people go in they go for one thing they come out for another thing like
Like upper class what? Like upper class products, upper class entertainment, upper class like damn it. Okay. So when people think about Target,
Target.
is that where the joke comes from? Like, oh, I'm going to Target.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
assuming. Yeah,
What about Macy's? Because the architecture in Macy's, especially if you go to Manhattan, like
yeah,
the ceiling is really high, like
yeah.
almost as if you're walking into a mall. The only time a ceiling should be that high is if you're walking into a fancy place. Actually, the ceiling for Target is really high too. Like high ceilings means high class. But but Walmart has a high ceiling too.
But it's
But
not. It's
it's a
lower. Yeah, Walmart's more of like a warehouse
yeah.
feel. Macy's, I feel like you gotta be like you have to be rich to go in there, but it's not like you have to be rich, but like you kind of feel like it. Like this is like super. That's the feeling I get from it. It's like,
Super what? Like
like
super rich?
yeah, like not like it just kind of just feel like just like Macy's at the top and then Target's like in the middle and then like Walmart would be like at the bottom. Just the feeling you get.
Hmm. Okay. All right, one more. Hmm. Do you play video games?
Yeah,
Okay. What was the last video game you played?
I just played Street Fighter 5. I think was that Tuesday.
When people think about Capcom, what do they think about?
Ooh, recently just broken games and
What?
like broken games and unreleased games.
Street Fighter is bad?
It came in 2016. It released bad with like not a lot of content, but like over the years they added a lot to make it a full game.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk was that was a disaster. I was like,
The shout out to the TV show. The show is really good. It's
Yeah.
really um okay. So name that brand. It's been complete. Okay. So overall, that's another gem we just picked up is like if that's something that I learned just now. When you think of True Comics, what do you think about?
True
Like
comic.
the eye, the spinning eye, everything around it, the comic books. We only have a roster of anti-heroes. We don't have any superheroes at all. Everyone's an anti-hero. All of our books are rated R.
That's that thing. Because when people, it's like if people say your personal brand, how people think about you is similar to business, how people think about the business. Because if
The business is a person.
that's why I think like corporations are treated as people. That's why I've always been like thinking because they can be sued, corporations can sue. Like corporations and people are similar, or at least treated similar.
Hmm.
That's how my brain kind of like rationalized it at least.
That kind of reminds me of some of the mistakes I made with some of these influencers, like hitting them up 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning. When I think of True Comics, I think of hmm, I think of bullshit. Like I could see through people's bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know what that has to do with comic books per se. Yeah, because I've had people try to steal from me. I had people try to lie to me, try to gaslight me, try to pull me in a direction that wasn't productive. And I just called them out on their bullshit. Like, I'm not gonna do any work for you unless we sign a contract right here. But that has nothing to do with the product per se. It
Mhm.
does have something to do with the person though.
The person behind. So
Yeah. Like I only want to work with good people. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the greatest of all time anymore. I just give me my fucking money. I said that already. Um like I don't mind if I was like J. Cole famous. Like you ever see those like YouTube videos of J. Cole walking around and people are like, "Oh, that's J. Cole." Yeah, we see him all the time. Yeah, like one of those.
it was a
I don't want to be Michael Jackson famous where I can't even go to the mall and eat a hot dog. Um that's actually another gem. Don't focus on the don't focus on the fantasy of the journey. Focus on um the love of the focus on the love of each moment. Really plant your feet and wiggle your toes on the ground and focus your eye on whatever it is that you're looking at, and don't flinch. Don't flinch. Some people may threaten you. um if you're talented and you're consistent and the people like you, that's the thing. That's the cheat code. The um they're I have a story that reminds me of something. There's a dude named DC Crownson who, and this is my fault. I had a part to play in this. I was 20 or 21 at the time, and someone with that many followers, he actually replied to me. And I love Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer, and
oh
I thought
yeah.
I mentioned this.
No, because that's I had as a guess. Yeah, I know him.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta watch that episode. I have to. Um, I wanted to sincerely apologize to him because, as I said before, I came off a little bit too passionate,
Mhm.
and um, I forgot where I was going with this. Though, don't like these people, these industry moguls, like they receive hundreds of thousands of emails every day. And, the last thing that they want is someone choking a resume down their throat. You ever seen that movie Castaway?
Well, Tom Hanks, right? Yeah, I know the movie. I just never seen it. Yeah,
It's hilarious in my opinion. He's talking to a volleyball for like 2.5 hours. But anyway, anyways, I want you to imagine the world that we're in is this wide, vast ocean, right? Which is very freeing, but also dangerous at the same time. And the money that you have is like wooden sticks to a boat. There are people out there that have so many wooden sticks that they could build a fucking yacht. And there are people out there that have no wooden sticks at all, and they're just swimming and they're just drowning. The goal is to stack your wooden sticks enough to build a raft and then flip that into a boat and then flip that into, well, maybe people have like a jet ski or something, and then they have a raft, and then they have a boat, and then they have a small yacht, those cute little tiny boats that's kind of like a yacht, but it's not like a millionaire's yacht. It's like a very humble boat. And then they have a yacht, and then they have, I don't know, an even bigger yacht than that. Not only that, but there are sharks in this ocean, right? You got to be able to protect yourself. So with that being said, you need weapons, as I said, to make sure you're safe. And these weapons is an allegory for skills. Uh, Williams has Photoshop and shit like this. He's an amazing listener. You
yeah,
listen more, speak. That's very powerful. You're the most powerful person in the room. You're an amazing speaker. You're very good at math and science. You know how to look at things and understand them for what they are, which is very powerful. So many people are just walking around and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Although that's okay too, as long as you have a mentor.
yeah,
Um, like as long as you have like your own Morpheus or whatever. Though, yeah, as I said before, treat money like you're in this wide ocean and you have wooden sticks to build a boat with. Those wooden sticks is your money. And that's why I keep budgeting very seriously. I remember I probably spent $3,000 in a day, which wasn't smart. I was buying all sorts of courses to understand Unreal Engine and Unity and understanding how to draw and shit like this, understanding architecture, the psychology of architecture. Um, Speaking of psychology, I took a psychology crash course, understanding personalities, what makes people unique.
yeah,
Therefore, I can write better characters in my script or more unique characters. Um, what understanding what emotions are, understanding that these emotions don't have to control your life. They don't even have to control your day. Um, our emotions is like a conduit, or more like a tunnel. They can pass through us and then they leave us. It's very dangerous when an emotion is inside of us for too long.
yeah.
That's why we have like the grumpy old man, the Karen. Shout out to all my Karens out there. You miserable bitch. I actually met a Karen at my job, and she was just so mad that I was smiling. But anyways, that doesn't matter. Um, Back to, this is why I take budgeting so seriously, like I said before, because right now, frankly, we have a raft with Gucci linen pillows on it, and we have one stick to catch fish, and um, Godhood Comics has a fucking yacht, and now we're just paddling. We're like, hey, and that's another allegory. You'll be pushing your raft, and you'll be working on your craft and working on your passion, and you'll see this big ass yacht, and you're like, hey, hey, look. These are my skills. I don't have much, but this is what I could do. Do you have room on your boat? Or do you mind giving me wooden sticks so I could build on my boat and I could give back to you later on? And they could say no, they could say yes. If they say no, don't get offended because you have no idea what they're going through. They may have their own challenges. Just because they have a yacht, you have no idea what they're going
Yeah.
through. They may have a yacht, but they don't have food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They may have a yacht, but they don't have uh uh you get the allegory.
Yeah.
So yeah, be patient, have monthly goals and have daily goals to support those monthly goals
Mm-hmm.
and stay consistent. Like the same thing that you're doing right now. I'm very happy about what you're doing and how you're doing it.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
you don't need to cheat to win.
No.
Cheaters can win, but cheaters are never happy. Um, and happiness is the goal. Like obviously money is a bonus, but happiness is the goal.
Yeah.
And that's all I got. Yeah.
To circle back to the J. Cole, I had this meme that was like J. Cole has the artist success. He's arguably just as big as Kendrick and the Canadian, but his one is so low key. Someone called him the Tim Duncan of rap. That is so fitting.
The Tim Duncan of rap. Yeah. 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 He's like, yeah, I agree with you. He's like a monk. He's just at peace. He's not the richest, you know, though he is the happiest. And that is something. That is definitely something. Um,
Yeah, with the podcast, I'm slowing down. I used to do
okay.
like 30 episodes a year, and that's
Hmm.
when I started. I was part time when I started, and then I realized I am tired. I can't get the same much energy as I can, so I think I'm going to do it to 10 a year, but like produce the episodes better and like actually go to to like places like if somebody has like a store, like I probably interview them in their store and like do stuff like that, like on TV, how they be there. So I'm trying to like work it out. So this year I'm gonna do like 10 episodes and then I'm gonna just wrap it up and then just take some time to rebuild it.
Okay, shorter but sweeter.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I
Okay.
can't give my energy to 30 episodes anymore at this moment.
That's okay. That is okay. We are not Elon Musk. We are not Kobe Bryant. Um, yeah. Yeah. There was this interview with Jamie Foxx where he said these billionaires, the reason why they work so hard is because they're not attractive. If you think about it, like Elon Musk is not attractive. I'm attractive. You're attractive. You don't need to work that hard. It's okay. It's okay. Calm your ass down. It's okay. Um, yeah, as I said before, I'm happy for you. Um, can we is it okay if we end it here? I don't have
Yeah,
anything to say. Um, yeah, if you agree with the words that I'm saying, you could follow us on Instagram at true.comics.only. TRU. There is no E in true. Again, it's true.comics.only. And you could hit the link in our bio to read our comics. Pretty much we have a roster of anti-heroes in which they challenge society in their own way. One of those characters is the therapist. She's a therapist by day and a serial killer by night who kills the wrong uh, target. And it turns out that target is very deeply well connected, and her life is about to turn upside down or maybe right side up. So definitely read that. It's on Webtoons. And yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
I see big things in your future, my guy.
You too, man. It takes one to know one.
Yeah. That brings another episode of the Let's Gather podcast to a close. Again, you can find more information about Stranded Comics by clicking the link in the description below. For next week, I have Vihan Khanna to speak about the Visionaries Film Festival. Hope you nice day, and I hope to see you there.